I believe this is Serpentine. So I'm at a undisclosed beach today for some rock hounding, and I already got a decent bucket of some agates, some little basalts, some jaspers, serpentine, unikite, chalcedony, a little bit of everything. So we're gonna keep going and see what we find. Excuse the wind, it's a little windy out here. Not sure what that is. I believe it's just basalt, but I like it, so I'm gonna keep it. Low tide right now. Just see. It's like a little piece of chalcedony. Nothing special, but I'll keep it. Here we go. A little piece of, I believe it's serpentine. I'm not fully sure, but I believe so. It's tough with the green rocks because there's epidote, serpentine. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but I think this is serpentine. We'll put that in the bucket with all the other agates, jaspers, nice unikite. Plenty of good stuff out here. There's a nice little agate. I'm not picky. I just like rocks, so we're gonna put it in the bucket. And it should be low tide right now. It's my favorite time to come to the beach. Here we go. A little bit of, little green one. I believe it's another serpentine, so we'll keep it. Not sure exactly what that is, but I don't need it. Nice rhyolite. I believe it's pretty much the same thing as jasper almost, so. Oh, tide's coming in. Oh, here we go. Hello. Hello. All right. Let's get back to the rocks, though. Plenty of rocks out here to be found. hard to tell exactly what this is, but I'm a big fan of the green rocks, so I'm gonna keep it. And if you see anything, let me know, because I'm not looking everywhere. Looking for a nice big agate. Let's see what this is. Looks like just a quartz, but it looks pretty clear. I'll keep it, why not, you know? Here we go. Now we got the good spot, here we go. Looks like a little bit of unakite. It's hard to tell sometimes, but that green looks like epidote. And there's a little bit of a pink in there, that's the feldspar. So that should be a unakite. And then this one, I think it's just some quartz, but cool colorings in there. Why not, you know? You can never have enough rocks. Looks to be an agate. Either way, you know, we like it. If you're new, just hit the subscribe button, you know, if you want to see more rocks. I might start live streaming rockhounding once in a while for those who can't get out or who are just interested. A little bit of agate. Just find something good, you know. You know, it's hard to hold the camera and the bucket, but we're making do, so. Right here. Let's see what we got. I think that's just quartz, but you know, there's a lot of quartz everywhere. Here's some nice red jasper. Nice and smooth, already pre-polished. We'll take that. I don't see why not. There's no limitations, you know. And I do like these little mini agates too, just for fun. Nice little serpentine. See, these little ones I put in my pocket so I don't lose them, because, and if you want to see my pocket right now, let me get them a little wet so you can see. A lot of these good green ones, cool red jasper, serpentine, unakite, a nice quartz. So, you know, I'd recommend another storage place for the little ones, because they do get lost in translation, you know what I mean? Now, I don't know what this is, but it's something, and I like it. It does look like some type of polka dot agate or something. A little bit of crystals in there too, but this is a keeper. I'll have to figure out what this one is. If you know, let me know what this is, but it just looks like some type of agate, and we'll find out later, but that's a keeper. Don't find ones like that a lot, so that one's definitely coming home. Alright. Some quartz. Nothing crazy. Nice little Jasper. Jasper agate, I guess I'd call it. Quartz vein in there. May also be brecciated jasper, but either way, I like it. And if you're just getting on, this is the one I just found. I think it's some type of agate, but very unique. Like these polka dot patterns. If you know what it is, let me know. All right, back at it. Nice little quartz with some, I believe, hematite in there, that red. I like it. I like it. That's a good one. A little more serpentine, I believe. A little mini agate. A lot of good rocks out today. A little red jasper. Plenty of those, don't need that one. Not sure exactly what that is. Alright. Let's keep on going. No, that might just be... No, that's just quartz. Alright, let's keep going. Nice little clear quartz. Oh, there go the rocks. There go the rocks. Fuck. Let's put that over here. I think that's just quartz. Whatever. I like this little clear quartz. It's pretty clear in there. We like it. Keep on going. There's gotta be something out here worth finding. Nope, 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 nope. Got distracted. Look at that. Beautiful. Mostly go to New England areas, but I try to make a video when I go out. But this is my first live, so if you're interested, subscribe, give me a like, whatever. No pressure, but if you like rocks, I like rocks. So basalt, I believe, maybe greenstone. Either way, we like it. Here we go. This is what I like to see. Now that's a nice, I believe, now I can't tell if that's epidote or serpentine. I'm going to say serpentine just because I think there's more serpentine here, and usually the epidote is with the granite. But either way, we're going to keep it. Feldspar. There we go. That's why you wear waterproof boots, because you never know what the ocean's gonna do. You know, I do like these ones too, the basalt, I think with epidote. I'm a big fan of the green rocks, so I like to put these, you know, in the collection. Why not? Alright. Some good ones so far, though. This is probably my favorite. It's kind of polka dot looking agate. Jasper, whatever you want to call it. Either way, we're keeping it. Here's a nice little agate with some jasper, I think. Little quartz vein maybe going across, but that's a keeper. Nice agate. And while we're here, a little piece of chalcedony. Pretty much the same thing as an agate, just doesn't have the lines. It's more just the kind of the clear, cloudy part. But I like these too, so I keep them. Another nice little agate. Not too bad. I'm looking for like a nice big green rock. Ideally like a unakite, serpentine. There's a little one. But I'm looking for something bigger. Something a little bit heavier. I would say that this is pretty much a unakite. It's got the green epidote, the feldspar, and the quartz. It's just kind of cool. Why not? If the bucket gets too heavy, I'll start being a little more picky, but I like all these green ones. That's another good one. All right. Let's keep on going. Little piece of agate, not too bad. If you're just showing up, I found this kind of polka dot looking jasper or agate, which is pretty cool. If you know what it is, let me know. Either way, we're gonna keep it. But that's a nice find. I've never found any like that. Another nice little agate. Go out specifically at low tide. It's more the ocean is in the ocean, you know what I mean? But also I try to go right after a storm because the storms will wash up a lot of good rocks, so it's kind of what I do. But there's always rocks out there to be found. Here's a nice serpentine. Quartz in there, I believe. Some of these are hard to tell, but I like it. That's the Atlantic Ocean right there. Much better than that. A little jasper agate. I'm a big fan of the yellow jaspers too. So we're keeping that. Oh, here we go. Nice little small agate, thin, but they're all good agates, you know? Can't be picky. On going. I mean, look at all these rocks. I try to stay near the water so I can see them. Once they get wet, they're easier to kind of spot. But if it was raining, I would be out everywhere looking. It's just tough because they dry out so fast near the ocean. Nice feldspar. That's a good sound right there. The water pulling back off the rocks. I'm not sure what this is. I would just say some type of granite. I don't know what this greenish rock is in there, but I'll just keep it. Why not? I'll figure it out later. Nice piece of sea glass right there. Nice smooth. Not natural, but you know, still cool. There's another little one right here. We'll keep it, why not? Add it to the collection. That's it right there. Alright, let's find something good for the people watching. I would not mind finding a nice big green rock. It's available. I'll go back for it. I'll try to find it. This seems like a good spot right here. More basalt, epidote looking thing. Greenstone. I'm not sure exactly what you call it, but I like it. I like it. That's a brick, so we'll just leave that for the ocean to have. You know, it's a little windy out here, but there's always some good rocks to be found, so we're gonna keep on keeping on. It's a nice agate right there. Or chalcedony, whatever you want to call it, but it's a nice chunk. Translucent. Nice. We'll keep that. Now where there's one, there should be more, so let's find another one. Little green one. Serpentine, possibly. Maybe just basalt, I don't know, but we like it. that is, but not my type of rock. Smoky quartz, not bad. Pretty clear on the inside. We'll have to break it open though. Little agate. Oh, dropped it. We'll keep it. We'll leave it there. Wait for the seagulls. Probably my favorite find I got so far. Some type of polka dot Jasper agate looking thing. If you know what it is, let me know. But I like it. Nice piece of chalcedony. It is windy out right now. I got a good feeling about this spot over here, so stick with me if you want to see some good rocks. Nice looking agate, quartz, something, little crystals in there. We'll keep it. This bucket's getting a little heavy, but that's the price of rocks. Nice little sea glass. Those are light. I'll keep those. Nice little Jasper, I think. Maybe hematite in there. Cool colors. We'll keep it. Bit of chalcedony. Another one of these hematite Jasper looking things. So plenty of rocks out here. You know where to look. I guess it depends what you're looking for, but I'm mostly looking for Jaspers, agates, unakite, epidote, serpentine, quartz. Pretty much everything I find here. What are these? That is a nice green one right there. I think it's serpentine with some quartz, possibly. That's a keeper. And then this one, I believe it's just like a gray, reddish Jasper, but pretty good. I like it. I told you the good ones are over here. If you're still here. Nice yellow jasper. Little quartz vein in there. Little agate. Another little agate. I believe this is serpentine, so we'll keep it. A good one over here. Here we go. A little 2-for-1. Unikite, I believe. That looks like epidote. And then nice jasper agate. Out there if you know where to look. Now we're on the good rocks over here, so if you're still here, let's get to the rocks. All right. Looks like a unikite. Yeah, the epidote's usually more of a pistachio green, and the serpentine I find is a darker green, so that's kind of how I distinguish them, but it's tough sometimes because they kind of look similar, but this looks like a unikite with the epidote granite in there. And yeah, that looks like a serpentine. But there is some orangish color in there, so I'm not fully certain. So it's either epidote, serpentine, unikite, something of that variety. And if you know, let me know. But big fan of the green rock, so we're gonna keep it. And if you're just showing up, this is what I just found a few minutes ago. Nice polka dot looking jasper agate, something looking. If you know what it is, let me know, but we're gonna keep that. If you want to see more rock stuff, just hit the subscribe button. Maybe give me a like if you want. No worries if not, but I'm out here mining, so it's not easy work out here. Here we go. That's a nice agate right there. Good colors in there. Red, yellow. We'll keep it. That's the one here, so there's plenty for everyone. quartz in there maybe. But that's a beautiful green rock. That is a keeper. I love the green rocks. They stand out so well at the beach because everything else is like gray, red, clear. Once they get wet, the green really stands out. Now we're in the good spots, so let's keep on going. I'm just gonna keep doing this until I get tired and my arm gets tired from carrying this bucket. Nice little red jasper. Hard to get it to focus too. But nice, nice, nice. I'm trying to limit my finds right now so the bucket doesn't get too heavy. So I'm being very selective, which is tough. Everywhere you look, there's some type of agate, jasper. Like this one. You tell me I'm not going to bring this yellow jasper home? Come on. Look at that. Beautiful rock. I love yellow jasper. I would say yellow jaspers. Top 3 rocks for me. What is this? That is some type of tile. If tiles could talk, what would this say? You know, where is this from? This is from the Titanic? I guess we'll never know. Put her back out there. I think this is Unakite or Serpentine. Either way, I like it. Here we go. This is what I've been looking for too. A nice wishing stone. So I like to just throw these back out and make a wish. A lot of quartz. All right, let's keep going. That's a nice jasper too, right there. Man, they're getting me today. Got a good workout in with this bucket. Hey, to the 3 people watching this, I appreciate you. So, whoever you are, I hope you're enjoying it. Maybe a jasper, I don't know. Tough to tell, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. No. That's a jasper. I'm not sure exactly what this is. Quartz with some possibly epidote in there, or serpentine. I don't know, but I'm a sucker for anything with green in it. This looks like a big chunk of agates. A little bit of crystal pocket in there. I think I should just keep this one too because I like it. I'm not sure what this is. Kind of like a greenish colored quartz, but we'll leave it. I don't know. Maybe that was a good rock, I don't know. Thought it was an agate, but I don't really know. We'll just put it back. And if I throw back an expensive rock, please tell me, because I know a decent amount about rocks, but not everything. Yeah, see this up here? That's prime rocks right there. A lot of the times the heavy rocks will kind of settle in between the bigger rocks, so before they get buried, you can find a few good ones. Let me put down this bucket. Let's see. Yeah. I just have a feeling there's something worth it over here. Yeah, see right there. Nice basalt greenstone looking thing. We'll keep it. Yeah, this chunk of quartz. Look at those. You can see the quartz in there. Oh, it's got a little pocket in there too. See, I want this one, but the bucket's getting heavy, so I'll leave this one for the seagulls. Unfortunately. Go back and get the bucket. And there you go. Nice unikite. That's beautiful. That episode on top. Try to focus it in better. Epidote on top, kind of granite underneath. That's a good epidote right there. Or unikite, I mean. Epidote on top, though. That's a good bucket right there. It's almost like a smiley face. Alright, well, let's keep going. How long has this been going? 45 minutes? Alright, I'll go like another 15. Or until my arm gives out. Yeah, I gotta get more selective over here. This little cow's no weight. Yeah. That one didn't do it for me. Here we go. There's a nice little agate. Yeah, that's a nice one right there. Jasper agate, I think. See the red, the yellow. That's good stuff right there. Let's get a good rock for the people here. For the 3 people out there. I hope you're enjoying this live rock hounding. Because I am. So. I'm just gonna put the bucket down for a minute. Looking good. Oh yeah, just got water in the boots. I love that. Love to see that. Yeah. But I did get this little quartz with some crystal pockets in it. But I think this one before. This is serpentine. Potentially unikite, but I think it's serpentine. So not 100% certain. Look at that sun. on, keeping on. Stone. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Nah. I need more green than that. It's not enough green in there. Alright, here we go. Let's wash this one off. It's just like a serpentine. I believe. Nice and smooth though, we'll keep it. Yeah, it's getting heavy in there. It's getting heavy in there. All right, let's see what we got. Kind of an agate, more just quartz it looks like, so we'll leave it. I do like quartz, but I got plenty. A little chalcedony, I believe. Pretty much the same thing as an agate, just different structure, I guess. The agates more have the water lines in it. But either way, I like them. I thought that was a Jasper. Nope. Nope. Can't beat the ocean. I guess I'll turn around and hit the same spot at a different angle. Another little green one, keep it. Yeah, see this? Interesting looking one. It looks like it had some nice crystal pockets in there, but got kind of washed away. But it's definitely an agate, and I'm gonna keep it because why not? Agates don't grow on trees, you know. It takes a little bit of time to make an agate. I think agates are like, I forget how old they are, millions of years old. So. Not something you're going to find everywhere. Looks like a nice Jasper agate. I'm a sucker for yellow Jasper too, so anything that looks a little bit like that. Oh wow, nice, a little teeny agate. Kind of pinkish colored. I said I would get more picky as the bucket got heavier, but I didn't know there would be so many good rocks here. Like, what is this? Let me wash it off. Wow, that's a nice rock right there. Serpentine, Jasper, something. Regardless, it's coming home with me. Lost one. Yeah, where's that polka dot one? Man, I can't get enough of this one. Wow. Yeah. Alright, let's head back. Let's see what we can find on the way back. Problem is, new people keep showing up, I think, in the live stream, so I want to make sure everyone gets to see this one. This polka dot looking agate Jasper. Oh, don't want to leave that. Actually, I think it's a Jasper. And I think there's a specific name for it that I forget. But, you know, we're not all experts. Some of us just like rocks. Some of us a little too much. I think I found this one before. Maybe I was meant to take it. Just a greenstone basalt looking thing. That's a good wishing stone. We're gonna keep that one. In case I need another wish later. Oh wait, hold on. This looks like serpentine. Wow, that's a good rock right there. I believe it's serpentine. I'm not 100% positive, but a lot of good green in there. Either way, we're keeping it. And this one, nice little bit of crisp pocket in there. Agate looking quartz thing. I mean, at the end of the day, everything is just quartz, chalcedony, agate. It's all the same thing. It just looks different. But, you know. Now here's like, I cannot tell what this is. Kind of looks like a forest almost. It's like green. I would say it's serpentine, jasper, or epidote, one of those, but quartz on the bottom. Nice green. Big rock. Where's Big Rock? I've never actually found jade. There's a lot of green rocks here. I don't think any of them are jade. I think serpentine is the kind of jade variety you'd find here. It's not jade, obviously, but it's like similar, I know. A little bit of green in there. Possibly unikite serpentine. But if you want to see some green, let me pull out my pocket, because I got a lot of little ones I didn't want to lose. So hopefully I don't lose them when I pull them out. Hold on one second. All right, here we go. Let me wash them off without losing them. It's gonna be some gymnastics. But yeah, a lot of good green, a nice red jasper. I think most of these are serpentine or unikite, epidote kind of variety. You can see the granite in this one. It's definitely unikite. But yeah, these ones are in my pocket. It's those ones. There's a little agate right next to the bucket. You know, this bucket's getting so heavy, and you know, but it's worth it because I'm gonna put it in a pile and probably not go through it for like a year. You know how it goes. But you can give me a subscribe if you want to see more rock stuff. I do a lot of rock hounding around New England, and I'm hoping to get out west and get some, you know, they got better rocks out there. But don't sleep on New England, because Connecticut, Rhode Island, you know, Maine, that's some good stuff. There was some good quartz in there, but kind of got eroded. Put it back. I don't want to be greedy out here, because you know, other people want rocks too. Not that they're gonna run out ever, but yeah. Let's keep on going. Alright, if you see anything good, let me know. I know it's probably hard to see. Rocks far away. But I promise you, I'll find you a good one if you're still here. Probably go for a little bit longer. Until my arm gives out. Nope, nothing there. A lot of rocks, but you know, not any that I really want. No. Thought about it. See, this looks like a nice, I would call it Jasper agate. Probably more Jasper, but I like it. I like it. Nice little red Jasper. Add to the collection. almost too many Jaspers, but whatever. No. Yeah, wow, this bucket is heavy. Wow, nice little agate with some kind of some green in there. Almost looks like a landscape. Oh yeah, look at that. It looks like a forest right there. This might be worth cutting in half and seeing what's inside. Yeah, that's a, see, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's nice. Not losing that one. Pays to have boots on. Because, you know, a lot of the good rocks are right near the edge of the water. I don't know, not worth it. I'm trying to be a little more selective here towards the end. A lot of quartz, but I'll find something good. Keep on. A little something. We'll figure that out later. For anyone watching, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you enjoy rocks as much as I do, because my back is hurting, but it's worth it. You know, it's tough to film and get the rocks. Agile. This is a nice one. I would say it's a Jasper, but I can't really tell. This is an interesting rock. Kind of stood out with the red on the yellow, but we'll keep it. That's a little agate looking thing. A little bit of quartz in there, but oh yeah, a little pocket. I don't know if I should keep this one. I got so many. Yeah, I'll keep it. Why not? Just have some good quartz crystals in there. Yeah, it's not getting any lighter, that's what I'll say. And like, you just can't, I can't stop finding these agate, jasper looking things. I love them. I love them. It's been an hour, so for anyone still here, appreciate it. I'll find something good for you. That's a nice little agate. Alright. Let's see what else we can find towards the end. Before my back gives out. Another nice little agate looking thing. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Another little agate. I'm trying to figure out what I found the most of today. I would say agate, jasper, and serpentine. I think that's what I titled this too, actually. So that was good on me for the accuracy. So if you're watching this after, I made the title before, so that's impressive. I think it was agates, jaspers, serpentine, you know, unicae, whatever. But we came, we saw, we got some rocks though. get a few more. Let's get a few more. Yep. Nice little agate right there. Yeah, so before you go and buy a rock, I would just go out to the beach and find one. You'll never know what you'll find until you go out. It's hard to find specific rocks if you live in a certain geography, but you know, make do with what you got. Another good green one. See, this one had a nice pocket. I don't know what just happened. Alright, let's see what this is. I mean, that's, yeah, there's some good little quartz crystals in there. I'll keep it because I'm getting towards the end. If you just showed up, I want to let you see this one. Nice polka dot looking jasper, agate. But we'll keep going. Oh, you know what? This tile came right back. I wonder if I should keep it. It's kind of a cool looking tile. I wonder where it's from though. There's no name on it. Also could be, it might be plastic actually. We don't want that. But you know what? I don't want to litter if it's plastic. So this is a tough. Oh, you know what? No, that is definitely a tile. See, now I don't know if I want it or not. We'll leave it. It's not plastic, so I don't care if I leave it. But that's fine. Could be from the Titanic, I don't know. But look at that sunset coming down. Can't really put it onto a phone. Look at that agate too. It's been 65 minutes, wow. I didn't expect to go this long. But you know, there's a lot of rock to be found. And there's just agates everywhere. More crystal pockets in there. Looks like reddish on the underside. Good, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Another chalcedony. I'd like one more nice green one before I go. I gotta switch bucket arms, wow. It's not light. Turns out rocks are heavy. And the more rocks you get, well, heavier it is. Alright, I'm only going to stop if I see a really good one or a green one or a really good green one. So, try to be very picky right now. But it's hard not to just grab everything. Like this little. It is. Never mind. That was a waste. It was something, but I don't know. I don't know what it was. Just quartz. Oh, here we go. Nice little serpentine, I believe. All right, let's keep going. Almost done. Nope. You see anything good? I know there's a lot of good stuff though. Well, another Jasper wouldn't hurt, right? Another red Jasper. Nah. I love the way the sun reflects off the ocean. Can't beat it. What is this? Some type of agate? We'll add it to the collection. Why not? You know, a lot of good ones today. We got the one with the agate with the kind of quartz crystals in there. Got all the other agates and serpentines and whatnot. Wow, look at this one. Agate with some green in there. That's a nice agate right there. Let's finish up over here, see what we can find. A little bit of Jasper. I love the colors on that. And what is this? Some type of Jasper looking thing? Why not? It is heavy now. Nothing crazy. I'm trying to be a little more picky now. Picky, but what is that? Is that just basalt, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Seems like... Oh, hold on now. That looks like a green Jasper. So for the one person watching, you just, you know, I believe it's a green Jasper. It could also be serpentine, but wow, that's a nice rock. Let me rinse it off so you can see it better. Wow. Look at that. I'm gonna call it a green Jasper until someone corrects me. My secondary identifications would be serpentine, or yeah, those are pretty much the two I would think it would be. So we're gonna keep that. I did say I was looking for a nice green one, so that is a nice green one. Dark green. I would say that's like forest green. Wow. That is something special. I think it's just Jasper though, yeah. It does have that similar Jasper look to it. But wow. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna keep that one. Yeah. That's why, you know, they do say it's the last place you look. And that was one of the last places I looked, so that was worth it. That was worth it. But that other polka dot one was nice too. All the agates and jaspers. Another little red jasper. Why not, you know? Let's end it with another good one. If anyone's watching out there, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because, you know, it's ain't easy work. Carry a giant bucket of rocks. Let's see what we can find over here. And I'm probably gonna end it. Nice jasper. Wow, that's like a perfect jasper. Red jasper, the little quartz veins in there. Wow, that's something you get at like a shop. That's beautiful. Kind of like a triangular pyramid shape. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here, I gotta find another one. Little agate looking thing. Hematite jasper looking one. Yeah, all right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this live rock hounding. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.